Hello everyone, and hopefully you're having a good Friday. Because it's Good Friday. I mean, I should probably point out that that won't make sense to you if you're watching it on any other day. And if you're not from the UK either. But you don't even have to be celebrating Easter to know it's Good Friday, because I've uploaded this series yet again. I mean, when was the last time I was this semi-consistent with a series? And now cue the 4-week period where I have no time to edit whatsoever and then don't upload this.
Yeah, boy.
In the last episode, we played Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium and lost 1-0. And some of the results I got following that defeat were a bit surprising, to say the least. I mean, we beat Arsenal at the Emirates 3-2, and I still don't know how I managed to get that result. So Duncan Watmore had cut in from the right wing and managed to run past about 4 of the Arsenal defenders, and then slotted it past Cech, who I think tried to catch it, and it went straight through him. Arsenal then equalised as Gabriel poked in at the near post after Alexis Sanchez had brought down the ball. Then for some odd reason, Jermaine Defoe was on a free kick, but he found Kirchhoff, who flicked it on for Lamina Kone at the back post to make it 2-1. Arsenal then got a penalty, and my old friend Olivier Giroud slotted it home to make it 2-2, and at this point I was thinking, we've lost now. But Fabio Borini won a penalty at the other end of the pitch, and Victor Anichebe stepped up to score his first goal of the season to make it 3-2 to us, and we held out for a famous win at the Emirates. I mean, I wonder how Arsenal Fan TV dealt with that.
Blood, this is a fucking joke, fam. Seriously, man.
I don't want to come on here and say I told you so, but I did fucking tell you so.
What do you mean you don't know what fucking happened? It's been going on for fucking years. It's time for fucking change now.
Not as bad as I thought then. But the results that followed it weren't the best. I mean, Big Vic then got 2 goals against Everton, which got us the win in the next game after that. But then 2 defeats against Southampton and West Ham, and then drawing against Stoke means it hasn't been a great run of form ever since I signed a new contract, actually. But we all know what happens when I sign a new contract. Everything goes down the drain, so I'm looking forward to that happening again. The media started chatting shit again by saying that I had spent so much money yet not really delivered the results, even though we're 11th in the league. So I got the great news that Mika, my backup goalkeeper, is injured, and it means that he's going to miss the Burnley game, which would be a bit annoying, wouldn't it, if Jordan Pickford was injured? Oh wait, he is as well. But I mean, he's out with a back strain, so cue all the comments saying he's probably got that from carrying me all season. So I'm 99% sure of re-signing Saul Delaney, but there's only 1% which is stopping me from signing him, and that's because there's another old face I'm looking to bring in first, and if I can't bring him in, then Marvin Sordell's the man I'm bringing in. And I was 99% sure I was about to get rid of John O'Shea until he turned around and said that he rejected both the contract offers from Huddersfield and Bristol City, and he was going to stay at Sunderland earning his 47 grand a week. I mean, thank you very much, John. That's just what I wanted to hear. So we move on to the Burnley game, which, I mean, I can't wait to live com yet again. I mean, we beat them 1-0 at Turf Moor. I can't wait to beat them 1-0 at the Stadium of Light now. So with Jordan Pickford injured and Mika only fit enough to be on the bench, it means that Vitor Manone is recalled from the under-23s to take his place in goal for me. I can feel this is only going to go one way, and that's horribly wrong. The back four stays as strong as ever, so Oviedo, of course, at left back, with Gilabogi and Kone in the middle, and Mankilo on the right. So we've adopted a different system this game, and we're playing the 4-2-3-1 with Watmore and Borini playing on the wings. Didier Ndong and Seb Larsson are playing as holding midfielders, and Kazri is playing as the number 10, while Jermaine Defoe leads the line for us. I mean, no surprise once again about that. In terms of the substitutes, there's basically no one outstanding on there, so I have to win with the 11 players on the pitch rather than the players that are on the bench, because no one on that bench is going to change the game, other than John O'Shea, who will probably score an own goal. So here we are, Burnley at home, and hopefully this doesn't go to a replay, because that would be the worst thing to happen to me this season, as well as playing John O'Shea. I mean, as we can see, Burnley have gone for a very defensive 4-4-1-1, so I mean, it's 0-0 written on the cards here. But as we can see, I have gone for the 4-2-3-1, and I mean, I've got Vitor Manone in goal. 2 of my goalkeepers are injured. I've got no chance of scoring. Not really sure what to expect. I mean, I've never really gone very far in the FA Cup. I think there was one time I made the semi-final with Burnley. I don't think we'll be making the semi-final with Sunderland anytime soon. But I mean, we did win at Turf Moor, and Manone's already spilled the ball, so this is a good start. But yeah, with the January transfer window now open, I mean, I can look at buying some new players. I don't know who really to buy. I think I'm looking at strikers. So keep up for that. And I mean, we got... Oh, and Stephen Defoe has already been sent off. I mean, this is great. It's just... Every time it gets to a live com, I've had so many interesting games that I've played in between the 2 episodes. I mean, I don't get how, like, every time I'm playing the games in between the episodes, they're the most incredible games that I've ever played in. Then when it comes to a live com, my team freeze and we go 0-0 at half time. Every time. Can you imagine the scenes if we lose as well? To 10 men. And it's Burnley. I can't lose to Burnley ever after what I did with them. I've got so many attacking talent on the pitch. I mean, Fabio Borini, Jermaine Defoe, Duncan Watmore, and we can't score. And Defoe, penalty maybe? Borini! 1-0! Let's go! Borini with his 4th goal of the season. I mean, he scored last game against West Ham. And I think he scored the game before against Stoke as well. So, well, I mean, he's in a hot run of form at the moment. But what a cross by Defoe, and Borini on his left foot smashes it into the bottom corner. 1-0, let's win the game and the FA Cup. And let's get into the Champions League as well, why not? Oh, Khazri, he's put it wide, I thought it was in. I had my arms in celebration, up in the air. For anyone who's actually still watching, I apologise if you're still actually watching this episode, because this is awful football. And it annoys me every time. I mean, I'm just trying to see out this game, really. I'll take the 1-0. I'll take a boring 1-0 over Burnley if it means we progress into the next round. And hopefully get a lower league team in the next round. Although I did lose to Bristol City in the EFL Cup, so... Probably avoid that. What an awful game to live com again. I managed to pick them out. I don't know what it is. Like, it's just like, look at the games which I think I could record. And then they all turn out to be awful. Every time. I mean, what idiot decided to pick Sunderland versus Burnley as the Monday night game? I mean, why do I have to play Burnley on TV? Can I not just get away from the team? So, finally, some good news for Sunderland fans is that I've got rid of John O'Shea finally. I mean, 47 grand a week on the wage bill. Have a fucking laugh, mate. So, we do move on to the game against Crystal Palace away at Selhurst Park. Now, we beat them early on this season, so hopefully we can perform the double over them. But Sunderland did win their 4-0 in real life. So, I mean, there's some expectation on me. So, I've chosen Mika to represent us between the sticks. I mean, I'm sure he's going to love today. So I might have made a bit of a blunder and forgotten that Lamina Kone and Djilabodji were going to the African Cup of Nations, and so was Didier Ndong. So I couldn't name any of them. It means that Lasse Sobiec and Jan Kirchhoff have to play centre-back for me, because obviously I released John O'Shea, and I terminated Jason Denaya's loan thinking I didn't need him anymore, and now I need him. With Didier Ndong now at the African Cup of Nations, it means there's a return for Andrea Polly into the team, and he'll be playing alongside Seb Larsson, and Duncan Watmore and Borini keep their places. And Abdelak Nouri plays as the number 10 in this game, with Defoe of course leading the line. But looking at the bench, we were finally able to recall Adnan Januzaj to the team, as he had recovered from a pulled hamstring, which he managed to get after recovering from a broken leg. So technically he's been out for 7 months rather than 6. I might have forgotten to talk about this in a previous episode, but Klaus-Jan Huntelaar, after going on trial with me, then signed on with Palace, and if he scores against me, it would probably be the worst thing that's ever happened to me on Football Manager, and I managed to get a team into the playoffs in December, and then got relegated by the end of the season. How did I achieve that? I bloody still don't know. But yeah, it's not a massive game in the context of things, because Palace can win, but they can't go above me in the league, and I mean, if I win, I could go up in the league, but... other than that, there's not really any real pressure on me to win here. Other than the fact that if we lose again this month, then we might be in a bit of a struggle in February. And we're bringing the ball forward here, and Polly's won it in the midfield, and he plays in Jermaine Defoe, who's got a score, and he misses, and... yeah, okay. But the issue I've got here is that I don't actually have a full strength defence out, so, I mean, we could be in a bit of an issue if they start attacking. But then again... as I said, they got Huntelaar up front, they got Benteke up front, and they got Connor Wickham playing as a number 10. There's nothing for me to fear. And we're on the counter-attack here, and we've lost the ball pretty much straight away. But we're still on the counter-attack here. Borini... wow, okay. Well, if that's the sort of shots that we're going to be seeing today, this is going to be another awful game. And MacArthur, 1-0, Palace, game over. Let's go home, lads. We've lost... I mean, we've done worse already than Sunderland have in real life, because we've actually conceded to Crystal Palace. Yeah, it's just a bit annoying that Kabai's just smashed the ball in. It's just bouncing all around the box. No one's actually picking up MacArthur, and he's fired it into the top corner first time. That's realistic. Alright, what a surprise. We're actually losing again this month. I guarantee we'll turn this around. If we don't turn this around, then I owe everyone in the comments a $5. Obviously, we haven't actually signed a contract saying that I'll give you the $5, but, you know, I'll talk to my lawyer. I might have to send on Barini up top. And then we're going to send on Antgs, who's actually just come back from a broken leg. So, talk about being desperate. Have I won a game on a live com yet, other than Burnley away? Huntelaar's in, Huntelaar puts it wide. That's why I didn't sign him. This is why I didn't sign him. And Huntelaar's in. Oh, here we go. The inevitable goal. He's put over again. You know, every shot he has is actually, you know, vindicating the decision why I didn't sign him. I mean, thank God I'm mid-table. Thank God, actually, I'm still mid-table, because I just selected that as my expectation for the rest of the season. And if we start plummeting down the table, then my job's on the line. Attempting not to get sacked is going to be after over a season. Oh, we've lost to Palace. Oh, great. But as I said, in the context of things, we can't go below him in the table. So, we're not going any lower than 12th, which is alright. But we've got Chelsea at home next. So, and Jan Kirchhoff is injured for 4 days. Brilliant. So, he's out of the next game. This has become a mess. This is actually becoming a mess.
I need a hero.